Thank you, Holly. Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is John Pryor, and I'm your worship assistant for this morning. In Unity, we begin everything with prayer. If our prayer chaplain could come forward, hold that sacred space of divine presence that is within us. Also, a reminder that our prayer chaplains are trained to pray one-on-one with you. Have something that you need held in your heart. Over here, the prayer chaplain will be available after the service.
My office.
Your office. Thank you, Karen.
Good morning. Okay, let's just take a breath in. And release. Sweet Spirit, I am here. Here in this loving community, we come together to flow with grace and ease into this new year with new understandings, gained wisdom from the past, and forward looking into this year. We can move into this year as vessels of peace, vessels of serenity, vessels of love. And that is truly who we are. And we acknowledge that, and we are glad to come together with those who uplift and support that in us. Breathing in and breathing out. We come to that place in our hearts of appreciation and knowing that we are enough as we are, that we are beautiful, and that we are truly love through and through. Thank you, Spirit. So it is. Amen.
Thank you, Karen. Please stand as you are able. Join Jessica as she leads us in singing, God is My Source.
God is, we're not ready. I'm so ready. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Now we need to give each other a greeting this morning, a handshake or a hug. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, peace gives me everything I need. Peace gives me everything I need. Peace gives me everything I need.
Thank you, Jessica. Okay, let's do our Unity intentions. Please affirm with me Unity's founding principle. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision. Together, united in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now our Unity of Lawrence mission. Together, We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Now let us welcome Stephanie Bland, who is providing special music today. Yay!
Good morning. Thank you for being here. And I'm even more excited that I'm here because it's been a while. And for those of you that are new, this was my home for a long time. So it's good to be home. This song is called Called to Be. And as we're looking at the white stone, this is an opportunity just to reflect on in this 2020 year of vision, right? Who are you called to be? I am called to be a healer for all humanity. I am called to be a dreamer, believe in what can be. I am called to be a maker, be an instrument of peace. I am called to be a giver, of abundance I receive. I am called to be a prayer, living out the truth I seek. I am called to be everything. I am called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love and all the beauty that lies in you and me. I am the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We're called to be. You are called to be a mother, to nurture family. You are called to be a brother, be strength in times of need. You are called to be a neighbor, see a friend in all you meet. You are called to be a leader, to build community. You are called to be a prayer, living out the truth you seek. You are called to be everything. You are called to be. Called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. You are the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We are called to be. We are called to be the kindness, set the brokenhearted free. We are called to be forgiveness, where pain has run too deep. We are called to be compassion, be the wind beneath each wing. We are called to make communion, only then can we succeed. We are called to be a prayer, living out the truth we seek. We are called to be everything. We are called to be. Called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. We are the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We're called to be joy, called to be love, called to be peace, called to be, called to be, called to be. Yeah, we're called to be. to be.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was beautiful. It is a pleasure to introduce Robin Goff, licensed Unity teacher. Robin recently celebrated the Light Center's 25th birthday. The Light Center is an alternative Unity ministry she co-created on 90 wooded acres for spiritual retreats, a sacred space south of Lawrence. Please join me in welcoming Robin Goff back as our guest speaker.
Thank you, John. Whoops,
Sorry.
start over again.
Yes.
Does everyone have a white stone? Yes. Anybody who needs one? I didn't collect one. And also, if you'd look around in the seat pockets behind you or in front of you, there are little pencils, because you'll want to keep that with you. And at some point during the morning, perhaps a word will come forth for you that you want to put on that stone. So just be prepared with that as we move along. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to be with you today. Someone else was actually scheduled to be here to do this talk and was not able to be with us. And so they asked last week if I would do this white stone ceremony. And I said, sure. You know, I've been in white stone ceremonies before at Unity churches in many different places over the years. And yet I've not ever led one. And I thought, what is it? What is that? And so I had to do a little research and back up a little bit. So all of the Unity white stone ceremonies that I looked at on YouTube talked about this verse from Revelations. So this is a Unity celebration or ceremony at the beginning of the year each year that was based on this fairly obscure little verse in Revelations. And it says, it's Revelations 2:17. To him who conquers, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will give him a white stone with a new name written on the stone, which no one knows except him who receives it. I thought, So then I read the other verses around there, and they were like really, really obscure, and I couldn't understand what they were talking about, and all these strange names and things. And I thought, okay, that's not helping me. So I went to the revealing word, and some of you will know the revealing word. It's a little sort of dictionary that the Fillmores made that has metaphysical interpretations of lots of words that are common in the Bible. And sure enough, it had white stone in there, and this is what revealing word said. When we redeem ourselves from bondage to sense, we shall be sustained by inner or spiritual food, which is understanding of truth, and that's with a capital T, and which is the foundation upon which we build up and develop our true Christ self. Okay, so that helped some, but still, it was a little bit hard for me to wrap my head around all of that, and I thought, this is not exactly like New Year's resolutions, because a lot of times those are shoulds. Like, I should cut this out of my diet, or I should exercise more, or I should do, whatever, fill in the blanks. And I thought, no, I don't think that's exactly what we're trying to accomplish here either. And so what then is it that we're going after? So for me, as always, I go to my guidance. So I got quiet and turned inward into my guidance, and what I heard, I saw the face of this San Bushman elder, David, who comes to me sometimes. And I feel like I've had this sort of ongoing relationship with that energy in South Africa. And when I got quiet, I heard one word, and that word was medicine. Okay, so what is your medicine in the indigenous sense of that word? We're not talking prescription drugs here. We're talking about what is your power and presence that you bring through you into the world and embody as you move through your life. And in some traditions, of course, there'll be like a power animal that will have meaning that represents some of that medicine of yours, or perhaps a crystal or a stone or a feather or something that comes to you that's a symbol. And people wear a medicine bag, and they put these different objects in their medicine bag, and that is a reminder of the power and presence that I bring through me, my medicine. So be thinking of that as we go along through the morning. So I sat with that more, and I thought, okay, there's different aspects then to my medicine. It's about myself, but it's also about myself in the context of community and the context of this planet. So those are the kind of things I wanted to share. Could you hand me my water, Kelly? Been a little froggy this morning. So when I started thinking about this a little more deeply, the first thing that came to my mind was the Zusa story. Have any of you heard that before? Okay. So Zusa is an old man. I've heard this first from Angelus Arian. He lives in a remote village, far, far away, east of the sun and west of the moon. And Zusa is a very good man. And he does all good things for people all the time. He makes sure that the children have shoes so they can go to school, and that people have clothing so they can be warm, and that they have houses and good food to eat. And he takes water to those who are thirsty. He's always doing good things in the community, and he's known for that. But he's aging. And so one day he tells the people of this town that he's going to climb the mountain and go and visit the guru who lives up there, the shaman who lives in a cave at the top of the mountain. And he wants to ask him, when I die and I leave this life and I cross to the other side, what am I going to be told? So he says goodbye to the townspeople and climbs this mountain. And it's a big climb. And he climbs all day, and he finds the old man who lives in the cave at the top of the mountain. And he asks his question. And then he climbs down the hill again. Down, and he's greeted by a big throng of his friends and the people of the town. And they say, oh, Zusa, we're so excited. What did he tell you? What are you going to be told when you cross over to the other side and you leave this world? And Zusa said, oh, well, he told me one thing. He said, when I leave my body and I go to the other side, the voice that I hear will say, Zusa, why weren't you Zusa? So, of course, I put my own name in there, and you can do that too if you like. Robin, why weren't you Robin? So it's not just about going around doing good things, for other people. That may be part of it, but how am I showing up? What am I bringing forth with me and through me? So think about that one. So it's like we have these gifts, these qualities in ourselves that we know are there, but we keep them in bondage. We keep them held back. We're too shy, we're too busy, we're too this, we're too that, to really bring it forward and claim it and share it. And so for me, I started thinking about when I was a little girl, I had no problem standing in the front of a great big church and singing. I knew how to harmonize since I was born, I think. Both of my parents could sing beautiful, beautiful harmony. And we would always sit around the campfire with a guitar, and my parents would sing this amazing harmony. And I would sing right along with them. I did it by ear. I could always do it. And I still can. I can hear the harmonies, But I'm not really showing up with that right now. Neither's Martin Dowman, by the way. I'm just saying. And so it's like, when did I stop singing? I'm not even sure. I don't know where I lost that. You know, I was in college, I was in the Duke University Chapel Choir in this enormous, vast cathedral, stone cathedral, where the sound, the acoustics were incredible. And I was one little voice, but I was in this massive choir, and it was like just vibrating. You know, it was incredibly important to me, and I loved it. And then I got busy with social life and fraternity things and basketball, you know, all the stuff you do in college. And I stopped singing. And I never really picked it up again, you know. And so I promised myself that I will look at that and that I'll bring it. I need to. It's part of me. It's a gift that I bring. So something that I can take out of bondage. So then I started thinking about, how do I show up in the broader community? And one of the things that I've been aware of for a long, long time is that I don't have enough diversity in my community around me, in my life. If you look around this room, we are mostly, not exclusively, thank you God, but mostly older white faces. And the same thing is true at the Light Center with most of our events. We are mainly a white community. Okay, well, so for years I've been saying, I don't like that. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to change. I want more diversity around me. I want to feel that richness of shared cultures. And so, boom, all of a sudden one day I got it that if I want inclusivity on this planet and in our country and in my life, I have to include myself. I can't just sit there and say, I want more of that. I want more of that. I have to step out. I have to reach out. So I started talking with my guides and saying, I want more of that in my life. I want people of all different cultures and races and colors and traditions to come into my life and enrich my life that way. So I had an experience a little while back where I went to the Spirit, Mind, Body Fair in Topeka. And I had a table there for suicide awareness. And a woman came to the table. And she saw my little card there that said the Light Center. She said, oh, the Light Center. Oh, I've been looking for you. Robin Goff. Oh, I've been needing to meet you. Turns out that she had been having healing touch sessions with Carol DeVilbiss. And some of you will remember Carol. She was in our community a lot and doing a lot of healing touch around here. And then she moved out of the area and started a new relationship there. And so she told this woman, you must find Robin Goff in the Light Center and you can keep having healing touch sessions. Because this gal really loved having energy work sessions and wanted to continue. And so I started talking with her more and getting connected. And it turns out that she is, in fact, a psychologist at Haskell in the Indian Health Center. And I thought, oh, I've been asking for you. Yeah? And she's saying, oh, I've been looking for you. And so Spirit does have this way of helping us find the pieces, the missing pieces that we need. And so 2 of your board members, thank you very much, are joining Martin and Kelly and I and some others to meet together with people from Haskell soon so that we can talk about how can we work together as a community. So you'll be hearing more about this ultimately as we move along, and we're interested in your ideas of how you see that playing out and what do you want from that kind of inclusivity in your life. So that was a really exciting piece. And then I thought, I want to look even broader than that. So I feel as if we have this giant elephant on the table. And it's this thing called what's going on with our environment, climate change, climate emergency, so on, so on, so on. And all of it, all of the incredible awfulness that's going on around us. I mean, like, I'm so grateful that I'm not living in Australia right now. I feel that so much. I'm so grateful that I'm not an American in Iran right now. Oh, the awfulness. And we could talk about that all day, couldn't we? Of the things, the stuff that's so huge, it's so vast. And yet we go on living as if nothing's happening, right? We get up and we do our lives and we go to work and we take care of our families and we do our stuff all the time as if there isn't anything going on out there that really is important. And so that keeps striking me, like, how can I do something more? And so Kelly and I had an experience recently where we were cleaning up some clay that was stored outdoors at the Light Center. So as the branches were being removed for firewood and the vegetation had died down, lo and behold, here are all these, I'm talking bricks of clay like this that someone had donated to us. And they'd been there for a long time. I'm going to guess 2 to 3 years. And they were in plastic. Now, this is not that lightweight plastic that you get at the grocery store, but it was heavy plastic. And each brick is encased in that. And so in the UV rays and over the years, even that started to break down. And it broke down into teeny, weeny little pieces, which is how the microplastics are moving into our soil and into our water. Because any plastic eventually, even those big heavy-duty Tupperware things will break down. Put them out in the sun for a while. And so I'm there, and I'm cleaning this up, and this clay is icky, and I'm getting all this minute little plastic out of the soil, and I don't want that in my soil. And all of a sudden I went, well, what am I going to do with it? There's nowhere to take it except to another place on the planet. You know? There's no big other planet out there that we can take all our stuff and dump it, you know? And I'm aware that it's on the front page of the Lawrence newspaper today that our places where we're used to taking our recyclables are not accepting them anymore. You know, China stopped taking our plastics. So what are we going to do with them? There's nowhere to hide. So number one is stop using them. And of course, I'm getting a little older and I forget to take my bags into the grocery store. So more and more lately, I'm going, oh, no, thank you. I don't care for a bag. I'll put it back in my cart. And I put all my stuff back in my cart and take it to my car and put it into my bags in the car because I have forgotten. And what are you going to do? There's this line behind you and you're going to say, I'm going to run out to my car now and go get my reusable bags. So I'm stepping up my awareness. Sometimes somebody hands me one tiny little item in one of those bags, and I don't even think about it. I just grab it and go. Now I'm saying, no, thank you. I don't really need a bag. So that's little. That's a little step. But it's like increasing my awareness and trying to do all I can do. So now I'm on this new kick where I am building a compost bin for plastic. Because I read about it on the internet, and there are bacteria that can eat plastic, and there are worms, mealworms, you know the mealworms that get in your stuff? They can eat plastic. So why not give nature a chance to see what can happen? I don't know. So I'm going to put lots of manures and things in there that will bring microbes, and we'll just see what can happen, and why not? You know, why not try? Because I feel like I have to do something, and we all need to do everything that we can think of to do in all of these various, not just plastics, it's not just plastics, is it? It's thousands of things out there where we are looking at ways to shift the way we do things, the ways we show up, the way we do our lives. And so if it feels like just this tiny little nothingness that I'm trying to deal with plastic at the Light Center, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Did you ever make a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle on the kitchen table during summer vacation? And then one piece is missing? Yeah, it's like that. It takes every single piece, every single one of us to show up and do our part and bring all that we can bring, all that we can think of. So then I just wanted to share with you the invitation, and you're probably, many of you, familiar with this by Uriah Mountain Dreamer. Yeah? I hadn't read it in years and years, but it came to me as I was walking through this, preparing for the White Stone. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can hear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not get burned. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains us from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company that you keep in the empty moments. And so I'd like to ask that we hold our applause as Stephanie shares a song with us, and to hold these thoughts, carry these thoughts with you deeper and deeper, holding your white stone with you, so that your energy is moving into that stone. And we'll do more with that in the meditation. But even now and through this song, keep holding. And the question is for you, will you bring your jigsaw piece to the kitchen table? Thank you. Welcome, Stephanie.
Then the rainstorm came over me. And I felt my spirit break. I had lost all of my belief, you see, and realized my mistake. But time threw a prayer to me, and all around me became still. I need love, love's divine. Please forgive me now, I see that I've been blind. Give me love, love is what I need to help me know my name. Through the rainstorm came sanctuary. And I felt my spirit fly. I had found all of my reality. I realized what it takes, 'cause I need love, love's divine. Please forgive me now, I see that I've been blind. Give me love, love is what I need to help me know my name. Oh, I'm don't bend, don't break, show me how to live and promise me you won't forsake. 'Cause love helps me know my name. Well, I try to say that nothing's wrong, but inside I felt me lying all along. But the message here is plain to see. Believe me. 'Cause I need love, love's divine. Please forgive me now, I see that I've been blind. Give me love, love is what I need to help me know my name. I don't bend, I won't break. Show me how to live and promise me you won't forsake. 'Cause love can help me know my name. Love can help me know my name.
Thank you, Stephanie. Beautiful. So be sure you have your stone and your pencil handy. And let's turn within to the quiet center of your being. As we call upon all of the presence and power that is with us, surrounding us, and flowing in and through us all the time. Mother Earth and Father Sky. As we receive all of this mighty power of unconditional love right now and right here. And we call upon all of the beings of light that fill this room and travel around with each and every one of us all the time. Our guides, our ancestors, the angels, who can assist us now to receive guidance. How will I bring my medicine forward in 2020 and beyond? What is it that is mine to bring to this weary world? So what I'd like to do is make a sound to create a field around us and within us. As you turn to your heart and invite Spirit to write on your heart whatever it is that wants and needs to come through you now. And so we open to receive. We lift ourselves out of all bondage, all limitation, so that Spirit might flow through each one of us more fully as we show up as who it is we came here to be. In all of our power, in all of our presence, in all of our love. Spirit of the wind, carry me. Spirit of the wind, carry me home. Spirit of the wind, carry me home to myself. Welcome home. Thank you, God, and so it is. And at any time you feel that you're ready, you will write whatever has come through on your stone. And that's for you. Hold it with you. Keep it by you throughout the year ahead. Oh, Stephanie, will you bless us with another song? Yeah. Thank you, Stephanie.
For those of you that know me, you know that this is the part where you play a role. So while you're holding and thinking that stone, we're looking at 2020. Happy New Year. And so we think of 22 vision. We think of being in focus. We're thinking of, and you can fill in the blank, yes? As you're filling in blanks there. I personally am looking and expecting great things. How about you? So this is a very simple song. It's repetitive. That's so that you can get a feel of that. But it's saying, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. And you just kind of follow along. I will cue you. Okay, so this is how it starts. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. Try that with me, will you please? I'm expecting great things. Again. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. Repeat after me. In my life, you do great things. You do great things. In my home, you'll do great things. You do great. All around, you do great things. You do great things. Eyes haven't seen, I choose to believe in great things. Will you stand and join me? I'm expecting great things. Yes. I'm expecting great things. Yes, you are. I'm expecting great things. Great things. Everybody sing it again. I'm expecting great things. Yes, you are. I'm expecting great things. I'm loving the harmonies. I'm expecting great things. Yeah, great things. Repeating after me. In my life, you'll do great things. In my home, you'll do great things. All around, you'll do great things. Eyes haven't seen. I choose to believe. Do that again. I choose to believe in. I choose to believe in. Eyes haven't seen. I choose to believe in. Eyes haven't seen. I choose to believe in great things. Great things. Great things. Great things. Let me lead you into the next part. Whoa, tell me about it. Tell me. Oh, yeah, you are. Tell your neighbor now. I'm expecting great things. Oh, yeah, great things. Turn to your neighbor and sing to them. I'm expecting great things. Find a new neighbor. I'm expecting great things. Find a new neighbor, please.
I'm expecting great things.
Oh, yeah, great things. Return to your place and just go to a hum. You may be seated. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. And you're great. Thank you.
As our ushers and prayer chaplain come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. As the love offering is collected, let's join Jessica in singing Return Again.
Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to what you are, return to who you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return to what you are, return to who you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to the land of your soul.
And so we bless these gifts that honor our commitment to one another in this place, in this spiritual community of love, where we are reborn again and again in the name of love. Together, let us just say, thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Amen.
Thank you, Karen. Wow. Okay, time for opportunities. Wow, this has been awesome. Thank you all so much. Announcement 1, if you are celebrating with us for the first time, thank you for being a part of our service today. We have more information about us and welcome packet in the foyer. Our lunch bunch will be meeting today at Jade Garden. Wednesday meditations will not be meeting during the winter months. Turn within now that you have your white stone intention. Our church annual meeting is Sunday, January 19th. Please plan on staying after service for this important congregational meeting, where members will vote on new board members, the 2020 budget, and review 2019. Next week, Reverend Edna Mosher will speak on What is Your Foundation? Special music will be provided by Cindy Novello. Next week is also our second Sunday potluck. Now it's time to sing in our youth. Do we have youth to sing in? I don't think so. No youths. Well, then it must be time for the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.